Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. With that said, remember they are general readings. Use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates and you want some of this Rafi love every week in your inbox, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and all of you, please make sure you press the bell notification. It will tell you when I put out new videos. All right, for your key to the week, you've got the death card. Makes sense. This is you, right? The death card is you. It's your energy. So you are a Scorpio. The death card rules you. What this tells me more than anything else is that in all of these different areas of your life, you show up in your reading. You and your energy show up well. But it also suggests that this week is going to be a very powerful a very powerful change and shift kind of energy, right? Remember, with the death card, this is where things come to an end. Endings, completions, culminations are going to be a big feature of this week, and ultimately that is what creates change, right? When one door closes, another one has to open, because otherwise we're just in a holding pattern. For your actions and options, you've got the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, usually a Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo male, but the King of Pentacles also represents your career. This represents the resources that you make from your career, and it also represents the possibilities that show up for you. For some of you, this could be a current job situation that's ending, so you could be finishing one set of responsibilities and going into another. This could also be that you put a what's the word that I'm looking for? This could be that you're getting a promotion of some sort. Whatever you've done previously, whatever you've known to be sort of your work, your profession, your career, etc., that's coming up for a change point, right? In terms of the options that are available to you, lucrative opportunities are opening up for you now that can potentially see you out here absolutely fucking bossing it. So I love this for you. Now, outside of that, the King of Pentacles can literally represent a person, and because you've got the death card as the key to the week, it's possible that this could be news or messages of somebody that's already passed away. So somebody that's already, in the spirit realm. Maybe they're sending you a message, maybe you see or hear something on your path that reminds you of that person, and it sparks some kind of thought. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is not necessarily a week to share all of your plans, ideas and goals with people. All right, this is a week really to do that scorpionic thing that you do so well, to keep your mouth shut. All right, not in a bad way, but the Seven of Pentacles, whatever you're working on, it's not ready yet. It's not quite cooked. It's not quite sort of taken the form or the shape that it needs to. All right, now when it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this with the King of Pentacles, the money that you need for studies is available, but the place that you thought that you were going to study doesn't look like it's going ahead. You may end up changing the place that you're studying, or potentially even changing the subject that you go in to study for or on. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, the Seven of Pentacles, this is going to be a week of a lot of hard work. I just got to be honest with you, and to be even more honest as well, there might not be very many rewards from the hard work that you do this week. You might have a moment where you think, fuck me, I'm out here grafting, sweating my proverbials off, and at this point I'm sort of not, there's nothing to show for it. Don't fret, don't worry too much. There will be, just not at the moment. And I have to say, whatever ideas you're having for the future, especially the financially sort of enhancing ones, keep them close to your chest. All right, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I actually really like the Seven of Pentacles for business owners, because it means that whatever you're working on, you already know that it's going to take time to develop. You already know that you're not getting, this is kind of like you have to show up now. This is where you put the upfront effort in. For this is like a delayed gratification card is what I'm trying to say. All right, for those of you that are retired and no longer working, this with the King of Pentacles, for some of you, you might be cashing something in. Now, if that is the case and you get a no, wait and go back and ask the same question at a later date. All right, I don't know why, but I mean, look, nobody has the right to refuse you your own money that's been hard earned, but it looks like some of you are trying to cash in something, maybe to cash in a pension, maybe some sort of stocks, shares or dividends, and it looks like it's bouncing back. It could be anything as simple, anything up to and including something as simple as your financial, you've got one letter wrong in the email. It could be that you maybe pressed the wrong drop down on the request, or there could be any number of reasons. It doesn't look like it's going to be a thing moving forward, but in the initial sort of moment where you ask for your cash in or rebate or whatever the case might be, you might get a knockback. Just check, all right? For your love and relations, you've got the Seven of Wands. So what do we see? Two sevens. Two sevens represents news, right? So, and this is news about your partnership, relationship. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, it's not a guarantee and it's not for everybody. Maybe a relationship of sorts comes to an end. Maybe, right? This could also show up as a family member exiting your life for any number of reasons, right? It's the Seven of Wands. So this could be an argument with the Death card in tow. This could be an argument that really is a deal breaker. For, you know, a very select few of you, that could be your intimate partner / relationship. For some of you, it could be a family member, maybe, you know, brother from another mother, sister from another mister, all of that kind of stuff. Another way that this potentially shows up as well is some piece of information that finds your ears about your partner or your significant other makes you have to reconsider how you move forward on something, especially where paperwork, documents, finances and property is involved. When it comes to those of you that are single and looking, quite frankly, I don't think this is a week for love. Although that King of Pentacles could surprise all of us. It's very, very possible, actually, now that I see it like this. With the Seven of Wands here, though, you might be a little bit too defensive to realise that actually this person likes you and is trying to ask you out. And, you know, you've got your heckles so far up that that this person can't even get a bloody word in edgeways. Alright, so watch out for that. You've got the Knight of Wands in your money and materials. When it comes to the Knight of Wands for money, this does very often see some kind of overtime. You are having to, remember I said to you earlier, you're going to have to work a lot harder this week and maybe not for so many results. You might get a little bonus, right? Maybe the boss comes to you and says, oh, by the way, we have noticed that you've been grafting, but it's not until the week is done, right? Or maybe even not until a week after. Like there's something here where you kind of, it's almost like you realise very sort of, you know, oh, okay, so they did notice, but not when I wanted them to notice. This card usually shows up as things like overtime, more hours, all of that kind of stuff. So you could get a boost to the finances, but look, it comes up with the Death card. So this is somewhat finite. The other way that this could show up is that maybe you've been doing extra hours or extra things that have been making the money and that thing dries up now. You know, it is what it is. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, one of my favourite cards for physical health and vitality, because it sees you having bags and oodles of it. And I think this has probably got a lot to do with the fact that Mars is coming, Mars, your ancient and, you know, kind of ruling planet, is coming into the sign of Aries, which is a sign of energy and passion and excitation. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, whether this is you, your significant other, or somebody coming to stay with you, there is a lot of transient energy with the home this week. And for a very select few of you, this could be where you're moving out of the family home or out of the area that the family is within. All right. All in all, not too bad a week, to be fair. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.